All right, let's get straight to it. We're going to talk about a financial product that's being pitched as the perfect solution for a huge worry a lot of people have right now, the super weak yen. It's called foreign currency life insurance. And yeah, on the surface, it sounds pretty good, right? But is it really the silver bullet it's made out to be? Let's dig in.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? If you've got savings in yen, you're probably feeling this. People from their 40s all the way up to their 70s are watching their hard-earned money just shrink in value day after day. There's this real anxiety in the air about the future, and everyone's desperately searching for a safe place to park their cash.
And would you look at that, right on schedule, here come the banks and insurance companies. They've got what they're calling the perfect solution. They are pushing this foreign currency life insurance product hard, promising it's this super secure way to, protect your money from the weak yen and get amazing returns, the whole package.
Okay, so this is where things get interesting. Look at the difference between the sales pitch and what's actually going on. They tell you high returns, safe asset, simple insurance. But the reality? High fees, high risk, super complex investment. It's like they're describing two completely different things. So what gives? How is this even possible?
And that question leads us right to our first big point. We've got to decode this thing, figure out what it truly is. Because, spoiler alert, even though it's got insurance right there in the name, that's not the whole story. Not even close.
Okay, here's the secret. At its heart, this is an investment product, plain and simple. Your money? It's mostly going into buying things like US government bonds. And this is the kind of clever part, it's all wrapped up to look like an insurance policy. It's sold under insurance rules. And believe me, that one little detail, it changes absolutely everything. And this right here shows you the loophole. It's a huge one. See, if you buy a regular investment fund, it's covered by a law that forces sellers to be crystal clear about risks and fees. They have to show you everything, side by side. But because this thing is labeled insurance, it slips into a different category, under the Insurance Business Act. And the rules there? Way looser. The explanations can be vague. This makes it almost impossible for you, the customer, to really grasp how risky it is or how much you're paying in fees. This quote? Wow. It tells you everything you need to know about the seller's mindset. Basically, the whole system is set up so that all they have to do is whisper the words currency risk, and boom, all the responsibility is suddenly on your shoulders. Any losses? That's your problem now. The product is literally designed to shift risk from them to you.
Okay, so if all the risk is on you, you've got to wonder, where is all the money going? Who's actually making a profit here? Let's follow the trail. So, imagine you hand over 5 million yen. Before that money even gets a chance to be invested, a massive chunk is just gone, skimmed right off the top. You got the bank's commission, the insurance company's fees, the cut they take on the currency exchange. It's death by 1,000 cuts. Just think about that for a second. A huge piece of your investment vanishes before day one. It never even gets put to work. And it's not just one fee. Oh no, the companies are making money from you in so many different ways. They get a piece of the action when you exchange your yen to dollars, and again when you exchange it back. They take that giant fee right at the start. They also make money on the gap between what the bonds actually earn and the smaller interest rate they pay you. And the big one, which we're about to get to, they make an absolute killing if you decide you want out. Now, think about the person selling you this. This is so important. They get paid their commission, like right away, a big chunk, up front. Their paycheck has nothing to do with whether you make money in 5, 10, or 20 years. Nothing. So what's their main incentive? To sell the product, period. Whether it's actually good for you long term, well, that's another story.
Which leads us to the scariest part, the exit trap. So what happens if you have second thoughts, or, life happens, and you need that cash back? Well, they've made sure that getting out is going to hurt a lot.
Seriously, if you try to cancel this thing in the first few years, and sometimes that early period can be as long as 10 years, you get hit with a brutal penalty. We're talking a guaranteed loss of 10, 20, even 30% of the money you put in. And that's just the penalty for leaving.
Let's put some real numbers on this. Say you put in 5 million yen. If you cancel inside of 5 years, you could walk away with just 3.5 or 4 million. That's a loss of 1 million yen or more, just like that. And look at that little note at the bottom. That's the killer. This doesn't even count what you might lose if the exchange rate went the wrong way. Your actual loss could be way worse. And this is how they trap you psychologically. You look at your statement. You see that canceling means taking a huge concrete loss right now. 1 million yen, gone. And what do you think? It feels like such a waste to quit now. It's human nature. So you stay stuck. You stay locked in, even if the product is terrible, just to avoid facing that loss. It's a powerful, powerful trap.
Okay, I know this all sounds pretty awful. So how do you avoid this mess? How do you protect yourself from getting caught in this complicated, expensive trap? Well, the good news is, there's actually a pretty simple way to see right through it.
It all comes down to asking yourself one single powerful question. Why am I doing this? Am I trying to buy insurance to protect my family? Or am I trying to make an investment to grow my money? Because here's the bottom line. This product tries to be both an insurance policy and an investment, and because of that, it fails at being good at either one.
And that leads directly to the smart alternative. It's so simple. Just separate your goals. You need life insurance? Great. Go buy a cheap, simple term life policy. That's all it does. You want to invest overseas? Awesome. Go use a low-cost index fund where you can see all the fees. The golden rule here is just don't mix them. Never ever let someone sell you a complicated product that mashes these two completely different things together. It's almost always a bad deal for you.
And that brings us to the final really important point. What we've been talking about isn't some illegal scam. This whole setup, the high fees, the hidden risks, the exit trap, it's all perfectly legal. It's a product that thrives in a little gray area of the law, a blind spot where the company's interests are perfectly served, often at your expense. And that should make you think. It leaves you with this one kind of chilling question. If a structure like this can exist in a product that's sold as safe insurance, where else is it hiding?